Hello, and welcome to the Hunchback Master Guide video portion. Something new I'm trying out, something I've been kind of meaning to try out for a while. It's been requested and something that I've intended to do. So what we're doing right now is we're gonna take a look at one of my games, and I'll walk you through it, and yada yada yada. See how it works. So yeah, this is the Hunchback 2C. This is the Hunchback 2C Hunchback 2C. Which really kind of bugs me that the name of the variant and chassis are identical. I kind of wish the PG had called it Prime just to make it more easy to refer to it rather than like have people think you're talking about the chassis in general. Right now, it has that little O next to it, but they're not going to have that in the future, so it's going to be the Hunchback 2C HBK-IIC. So, not a huge fan of that. But yeah. This is the build we're running right now is 2 Ultra AC-10s, and on this it's 2 ER small lasers. Since I played this game, I've been finding that 2 ER medium lasers works better for me at least. They both have their own merits. I like the mediums for their extra range and burst damage, but the ER smalls are very useful for brawling, and they end up running a lot cooler too. You'll see here I'm going up to this little hillside thing. I'm way ahead of my team. Not entirely sure why. It's not like, or at least as far as I could tell, they're not that heavy. But yeah, I wanted to get this position because it's a really nice one for a lot of these high-mounted mechs. You're not terribly well off poking against dudes on the other hill opposite to me, but like you can poke down very well, and these trees are nice for cover. And yeah, it's if you've got multiple people up here, it's great. If you're a single hunchback, maybe not so much. But yeah, so I'm like sticking around here. I am kind of confused by the blips at this point. I see that like I've seen probably about half their team going past on the left side around Charlie 5 already. But then we've also got heavies and assaults that are still in like C3, D3, and now moving into D4. Or, yeah, D4. So, I'm playing a bit passive just because I'm not sure where they are. Like, I know that if I go towards D4 from where I am here, well, I don't know it. At this point I find out that it's not true. But I figured that I would probably be getting hit from the right side, so I didn't want to risk all that damage. But now that I've seen that a lot of them have cleared out, I think I'm probably gonna be going there soon. Now, I could have just gone back to my team, and in most cases with most mechs, I think that would have been the right call to go back to the dudes in B4, B5. But this Hunchback is not something that you want to play with, like, just strictly with your team. Near them, fantastic, but right with them is usually not great. Coming over here, I am very surprised by the appearance of Sparky, but more surprised by the appearance of an Executioner and, what is that, an Orion or some shit? Yeah, it's... But even though I'm surprised, like, I'm pretty confident that a Hunchback 2C can actually take on an Executioner for the most part, as long as it has some support. The Hunchback 2C is very not tanky. The Executioner is pretty friggin' tanky. But, I mean, the Hunchback 2C just has so much more damage. The Executioner, it's got the hit points and all that, but it doesn't have any quirks. It doesn't have fantastic hitboxes or anything. So I'm actually pretty confident in my ability to duel an Executioner or a Hellbringer or what have you with my Hunchback 2C, which is something that I really like about it. I mean, seriously, it's 40 damage every time I alpha and it doesn't jam, and you do that 2 or 3 times, everything's gonna die, or at least be very, very hurt internally. So, you might have seen here a few times, or maybe I was shooting at the cheetah, maybe even at the I think that was a Sparky, that I was missing just with these Ultra 10s. Like, it's sometimes it's just I'm not able to predict accurately where they're going to be and what their movements are going to be, but sometimes it's just they're not moving, and then I pull the trigger and they're moving, and the projectiles are so slow and so the burst fire is so delayed that by the time my bullets get there, they're just not even there anymore. It's particularly something that happens a lot against cheetahs when you're not in brawling distance. It's kind of the reason why I don't like the mechanic. I'm fine with leading targets with ballistics, and I'm fine with tracing them with lasers, but I really hate having to do both at the same time with the clan UX. But I don't know. It's not the end of the world, and it is a good balancing mechanic, so I'm glad that it's there. It's just something that has kept me from running UX so much in the past, or clan UX at any rate. So I think at this point I'm moving up a bit cautiously. I could have afforded to move more aggressively for sure, and just held down W the whole time. But I have no idea what's around here. There have been a few blips, but nothing definite. And you can see I walk around this corner, and I see 3 of them right there staring at me, and it's fortunate that they're all fucking damaged. But this right here is why you don't overheat in front of an enemy mech. Like, right in front of them. I could have saved this dude, but I couldn't get a clean shot, and I didn't want to TK. But yeah, so this is all going well. We're up 9-8, and I've still got armor everywhere that matters, so I'm pretty confident that we're going to win this. So yeah, I think I could have afforded to be more aggressive, to flank a bit harder, to really push down on their sides and crap, but I think just the lack of intel is what really did me in. Maybe it was just a lot of ECM or something. We did see a bunch of Hellbringers and stuff that I never actually got to, but yeah. I feel like this game went pretty well, but it could have gone better, of course. And I think ER Media Lasers would have also helped me on this one. Thanks for watching, and let's move on to the next variant.